back with another episode of Overhaul. In this episode, we're going to be talking about lighting. Specifically, how to, well, maybe not necessarily how to, but maybe some ways to hide your lighting. So we're not going to be talking about, like visible lights and that sort of thing. We're going to be talking about ways that we can hide light. And the reason I'm doing this episode is because in my Let's Play series, developing a modern house and have a lot of needs to do a lot of hidden lighting. The other reason is I don't like torches everywhere. I think they're ugly, and if they work for you, that is great. But they don't work for me. So I always am trying to find different ways to be a little bit creative and hide lighting. Because in Minecraft, it's really important to make sure that you have the proper lighting so you don't get mob spawns. Because who wants a creeper spawning inside of their house that they just spent the last few weeks trying to build? So let's get started. What I've done is I've created like a little bit of a hut here, and this is kind of like a testing facility, if you will. So what we're going to do is we're going to close ourselves in, and then we've got some blocks that I want to kind of like test and show you guys what I've discovered. I tried to go through the inventory of blocks somewhat extensively and figure out different blocks that light goes through, and I want to go through each of those with you. So what we've got is we've got a hole, and I've got some glowstone. Now, light sources that you can use are redstone lamps, you could use sea lanterns, you could use torches. It doesn't matter. They all work the same way. You can use jack-lanterns. This hidden lighting technique is not dependent upon whatever you're using as your lighting source. So don't let that throw you. I just am using glowstone just to make it a little bit easier and invisible. So the first one I want to show you, and this was probably the most surprising one that I found, is the grass block. Now, obviously, you can see the grass block there is not letting the light through here. But if we do take a shovel to it and create a path, the light goes through a path block. So this can be used when you've got, some dirt paths and that sort of thing in your world. Really handy. The other thing is I wondered if the light would pass through the tilled. Oh, that's not what I want to do. The tilled soil. So let's go there and till it. And yep, light passes right through tilled soil as well. Now this is another really handy one because what this is going to allow us to do is have lighting in fields without having to, really hide lights anywhere. We can just simply put them underground. So kind of really cool. All right, next one up is half slabs. Now, I do not believe, much like PC Edition, the Pocket Edition is a little bit different with half slabs and stairs. So with half slabs, light goes right through the half slab. And I do not believe in the PC edition. I don't play PC, so, but just from what I've seen, it does not allow light to go through. And this works for all half slabs. So stone brick, stone, all of the woods, really any of the half slabs work. Now, what this is beneficial for is when we have floors in buildings or paths, you can use half slabs and put lights underneath. You can also use half slabs for the ceiling and put the lights above it. So lots of unique opportunities here to use half slabs. The next one is stairs. Another interesting one is that light passes right through stair blocks as well. So this is great news. I mean, it kind of opens the door for hidden lighting, because what the stairs will allow you to do is put lighting in a wall, for example, and you can use the stair, for example, like that, if that was your wall. So it allowed the light through the wall. So kind of cool. The other that you probably already know is carpet, and I can just place carpet right on top of that stair because the stair is allowing the light to pass through, and the carpet does as well. This is a trick that a lot of people have used since the beginning of the PC edition as well. Another one is leaves. Of course, another one that works on PC edition, but light passes right through leaves as well. And you know, I use jungle here because it doesn't have any holes in it, but you know, I will point out one of the things you want to be careful with leaves is if, let's grab like oak leaves here and put those in. It is more of a transparent block, so you can see right through. So if you are going to use leaves, there's a couple of things that you can do. Number one, let's grab some glowstone here. And I am going to put that to the side, and then I'm going to actually stack 2 leaves on top. So you can see it's a lot less visible. Now if you do 3 leaves, it becomes even less visible as well. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to see it from the side. Let's see, I might even be able to put that. Let's actually put that one more back here. Let's get down. And sorry for the darkness here, kind of the way we're working here. All right, and now let's put in our leaves. And now you really can't see it except for that one angle. So, you know, depending on what you have, you may have like leaves in this direction or something like that that prevent people from walking. And that really would prevent you from seeing that light source altogether. So leaves is another great one. Let's do a little repairage here. All right, repaired. The next one was, not really surprising, but kind of surprising, is pistons. It allows light through. I see this being really useful in redstone builds and that sort of thing, kind of hiding things, maybe doors as well, piston doors. So the regular ice does let the light through, so that is good to know. And the other one is the daylight sensor. Allows the light through as well. I think probably one of the other ones that it kind of makes sense, it's logical, is the trapdoor. Both wood and iron work both the same way. Those let light through as well. And then I think another more common sense one would be glass. That definitely also lets the light through as well. So if we put a glass block in, it kind of makes sense, right? Because it's glass. But cool. So those are all the blocks that I found. Now, I did not include blocks like the enchantment table or chest or anything like that because they're not really full blocks, right? They don't take up the same amount of space as blocks do. So I'm not including those in this video. I'm just including things that would be useful. All right, well, now that we've identified the blocks that light can pass through, I want to talk a little bit about just some easy and quick building tips to help you utilize this a little bit more effectively than just holes in the ground. So the first thing is like inside of a building, for example, if you want to provide light in a building and you want to provide light on the floor, and that's probably one of the easiest ways to do that is kind of what you see here. Let's switch this out for just a standard torch though, because that provides just as much light as glowstone and is a lot cheaper. And then you can simply just put a half slab. And you can repeat that, you know, however many times you want to get the lighting effect that you want. So you'd put more torches in. If you want more light, you put less torches in if you don't. So that's kind of how you would use it in a floor situation. Let's take this out just so it gets dark again. And of course... next, I want to show you how you would use it in a ceiling, much the same way. And kind of the reason I'm going over this is because it does require a little bit of pre-planning and thought on how you want to do this. Now, why is it so light in here? Yes. Okay, so now it is completely dark. So let's go out. Well, we can go right here. I do have to go outside though, because I can't get a block up there. So let's just make this whole roof 2 layered here. That way I can kind of show you how it would work if you're digging into a cave, or you have a double story or a double up floor, for example. So if you make your floors 2 blocks instead of 1. All right, that should be good. All right, so let's go down back in here, and we'll close this up to make it dark. And what we want to do is, we'll break through that just like that. But what we'll do is we will just put a torch there, and you got to pretend that it's not skylight, but you just put a torch there just like that, and now you can see how much light that's letting in. So that's how you do it in a ceiling design. Where was that? Right there. Okay. Next trick I want to show you is how you would do it in a wall. So for example, we can just leave that be that light there, and we put it in just like this. And that's letting in the natural light from outside. So just by having one stair, backward stair there, it looks like a wall, but it's not. And then, of course, the things that I've already shown to you as well for the outdoor, the path block, extremely useful. And then also a field. And I think those are some of the ones that I'm looking forward to using the most. But I hope to incorporate some of these techniques into my Let's Play builds and that sort of thing. But I wanted to keep this kind of nice and short because, part of it is just the knowledge of knowing what blocks light passes through, and knowing how you can use it in either walls, ceilings, or floors. And you can let your imagination run wild with that, and I'm sure that you have some of your own ideas. And I'd love to see them as well. So if you come up with some other blocks, if you discover them that light passes through them, or you discover some unique things that you can do with what you've learned here, I would love to hear about them and put them in the comment section. Well, with that, guys, I think we're going to call it an episode. If you did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. If you want to be notified of future videos that I do, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.